So what is hardening off plants and why is it important? Hardening off is the process of getting your young seedlings who have been inside and comfortable ready to go outside into the weather. If you were to take this seedling, that just happened. Hey y'all, former plant killer here, Jessie with Living on a Prayer Flower Farm. And in today's video, we will be talking about hardening off our plants and getting them ready to go outside and starting Gomphrena from seed all the way up till it gets its first true leaves. So let's get started. I'm so excited to start these cute little ball-like filler flowers. We are starting with Johnny Seeds. I've got some QIS formula mix and Johnny's QIS pink Gomphrena. All right guys, so I've never grown Gomphrena before, but I don't know if you follow Flower Hill Farm, Nichole, or Can't Eat the Grass, Serena and Ian, but they did a video together about the top 10 profitable flowers, and Gomphrena was one of them, and they just completely sold me on it. I was like, that's it, I've got to get some Gomphrena. So I ordered some, and I'm so excited to try it. They look beautiful. I can't wait to see them in my garden in bouquets. But this is what Johnny says. It says it's an annual. They do recommend that you do transplant Gomphrena, though it can be direct sowed, but it even says on here, direct seeding is not recommended in like italic. It makes it obvious they do not want you to direct seed this. They'd recommend transplanting it. So 6 to 8 weeks before last frost, cover seeds lightly about 1/8 growing media, keep soil surface moist, and transplant to cell packs or larger containers about 3 weeks after sowing, which means I'm going to set an alarm on my phone so I remember to do it, and transplant after all danger of frost has passed. It should germinate within 5 to 14 days, and it recommends growing on at 65 Fahrenheit or 18 Celsius nights, 70 Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius days. Light requirements, sun, as long as it's in any soil with good drainage, and no pinching or support necessary. That's my kind of flower right there. And you can also dry these. I've seen them in so many dry flower arrangements. They're absolutely gorgeous. I've seen roofs made out of them. So I want to make sure I grow enough that I can have some for my bouquets and for drying. So I've got 2 different varieties, 1 tray. That's why I'm going to use my string to help separate it so I know which one's on what side. You can use chopsticks, anything else, but if you're short on room and you don't want to have to use a whole tray for something, this is a great way to do. Just make sure you're sowing seeds that go well together. You know what, since I'm going to do a formula mix, I'm actually not even going to do this tray in half. I'm going to do it a little less than half of that pink, because I really want to get all the formula mix that I can. You guys, I feel like I'm so behind. I don't have enough room for anything because we are 4 weeks away from our frost date. Oh. Sorry, 4 weeks away from our last frost date. So I'm going to start with the mix. Okay. Ooh. They just kind of stick together. Okay. So, Gomphrena sticks together. Just FYI. Alright, let's get these down in there. So if you're new to my channel, I'm on a flower farm journey. I am a former plant killer. That's why I greet you as former plant killer. But I decided last year, after seeing You Can't Eat the Grass, that my husband really doesn't buy me flowers often, and I do love flowers, so yeah, why not grow my own? And I just can't do anything small. So now I am starting a flower farm as a side hustle and learning as I go. If you are interested in joining me on this flower farm journey, I would love to have you. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. I do upload a video at least once a week, and I just can't wait for us to just continue to grow and see how this farm turns out. This is a side hustle. I work full time, but I've loved it. And let me tell you, if you want to get in shape, start a flower farm. I tilled up some soil yesterday and pulled up a bunch of landscape staples, and my body hurts today. Oh, my body is punishing me. It's like, why did you do this to me? I refuse to refill the bottle. All right, I'm going to cover this with a light layer of vermiculite just to help with mold, mildew, and moisture. There we go. Now I'll put this under my grow lights with the dome. As soon as I see the first sign of life, I'm going to take the dome off. And then, thanks to YouTube magic, we'll see what these look like after they've reached their first true leaves. My sweet peas got sun scorched. They are not happy with me. Plant killer strikes again. So, how do I know that they're sun scorched? Let me show you what they look like up close. So here's the sweet pea. You can see these leaves right here. These leaves right here are white in the middle. And if I turn it this way, look at the veining. Oh, they look awful. They look awful. So why are my sweet peas scorched? Well, it's called hardening off, and I might have sat them outside. Well, I might have left them outside in full sunshine for over 3 hours because I kind of forgot about them. Oh! Listen, before you judge me, okay? I know better. But I set my timer to go off after an hour. And then we left the house and went to eat and ran some errands, and my timer went off when I was over an hour away from my house. And there's no way for me to come back. So I had no choice but to leave them outside. And when I got them, I was like, oh, they're fine. It's fine. They're great. They're hardened off enough where I can just put them outside. And then the veins started turning like a deep green color. And then they started turning white. I scorched the mess out of my sweet peas. Scorched the mess out of them. Don't pull a me. Don't set your plants out. Set the alarm and then go somewhere and forget about them, because this is what happens. They don't do well. So what is hardening off plants, and why is it important? Hardening off is the process of getting your young seedlings who have been inside and comfortable ready to go outside into the weather. If you were to take this seedling that just happened, I do not advise you to do that with your seedlings. If you were to take this seedling that is not going to fall apart in my hand now and put it outside from inside, not putting it out ever, and you just put it directly in the sun, it's going to do what it did now. I don't know if you can see that, but this leaf is dead. It's dead because I didn't harden off correctly last time. I kind of forgot about my plants. But if you slowly get them used to the elements, they will do fine. The proper way to harden off plants is to put them in a sheltered area the first day for a whole hour and then bring them inside. Next day, do 2 hours, bring them inside. The next day, start putting them in the full sun for about an hour, bring them inside, and do so until you reach a full day of full sun for your plants. I, like many of you I'm sure, don't work close to my home. I work 9 to 5. I have no way of being home to put my plants up every hour. I don't. So what I do is I started off like you should on the weekend, an hour on the porch, and then 2 to 3 hours on the porch because it gets morning sun. Then I bring them out and I put them here starting Monday. And today's an overcast day. Pray for overcast days when you're getting ready to harden off your plants. So much better for overcast days. But I put them as close to the porch as I can at first on that Monday. Because by this time the plants have gotten about 3 hours of full sun in the morning. So what I do is I bring them out and I set them as close as I can to the porch so that they're only still getting a few hours of morning sun, because all of this will be shaded within a few hours. Looks like it wants to rain. It'll all be shaded within a few hours. And then as the week progresses, I just slowly start moving these out closer to full sun. And then by the end of week 2, they should be hardened off and I should be able to put them out there in the flower bed. And I bring them in every night. So that is how I harden off plants, and it's worked for me so far. Day 5 of hardening off my plants. Or is it day 6 or 7? Started last Friday. This is day 7, sorry. Day 7 of hardening off my plants. And it's supposed to rain all day today too. And all day tomorrow. And all day Sunday. So I'm just going to leave them on the back porch day and night and let them just absorb this morning sun until I can be home on the weekend and take them out. So during periods of it not raining, they can get full sun exposure, or at least a nice cloudy overcast. But they seem to be doing fine. They're happy out here on the porch in this 58-degree weather. You know, last week we were at 7. This week we've been in the 60s and 70s. Louisiana weather. What can you do? The main reason I'm leaving these out here day and night now is so I can get used to the temperature, get used to the wind. I'll move them out further once it does stop raining, but it means I have more rooms under my grow lights for more plants. You know what that means? More videos, more seed starting video, and more plants. Hello, who doesn't want more plants? Alright guys, we are going to finally get these plants in the ground. The soil is prepped, it is ready to go, and besides a few casualties from the freeze last night, there's not supposed to be any more freezes. It's going to get down to a low of 37, maybe twice, and then the rest are upper 40s. So I'm pretty confident I'm going to get these in the ground. I'm going to start off with my lovely Dusty Miller and go ahead and put them in the front. Right here, directly in front, it's going to be sweet peas. So I'm probably not going to do this section just yet. I'm going to come on down here and we are going to get these planted. Now, I've saw a lot on Facebook where people are not getting the support that they need from their community or from their friends on flower farming. And if you're one of those people, first off, I am just so sorry that you're not getting that support. My husband has always supported me, and I did face some criticism at first when I decided to start a flower farm last year. A lot of people were like, honey, you kill aloe vera. How in the world can you even hope to do a flower farm? And I have to say that they're right. You know, I've never grown plants before, not successfully, but I never really wanted to either. Not really. I told myself I wanted to, but I never put in much effort. And here I am, year 2. Last year was a great, successful year. I wish I had more videos I could show you and pictures I could show you of last year. It was such a great learning curve, guys. It really was. Learning how these plants work, learning all about these plants. If you're being told that, hey, you're a plant killer, you can't even keep a cactus alive, or any plants for that matter alive, I'm telling you right now, you can. Get out there in the dirt and try. Because you know how you learn and stop being a plant killer? You get out and you do it. And remember, I'm no expert, but I like flowers. Alright, so the Gomphrena finally has its first true leaves. So we've got our Gomphrena formula mix right here. You can see it's got nice, long, big leaves. And then my Gomphrena pink, which is on the smaller side. Not sure why the difference. Planted them at the same time, but one's way bigger than the other. I don't know. But here they are, and our last true frost date is this Saturday, which means Sunday. I will be hardening off these plants, and I will be putting the plants that have hardened off, like my aster and jewels of opar, into the ground, and I'll be direct sowing some zinnias. Ready for some zinnias. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.